All right, here we go. We're coming at you live. We are here on Mindset Monday. I'm flying solo today. I'm your host, Dave Bergio. Jonathan couldn't be here today unless y'all are sleeping under a rock. I'm sure you can figure out why. So that's what I want to start off with first. Um, as most of y'all know, we usually do these at 9 o'clock in the morning based on schedules. And for me, having to do this on my feed, had to do it a little later. But that being said, I just want to, you know, my thoughts and prayers and also bring some attention to Florida, the Tampa area, Tampa St. Pete area, as looks like they're getting ready to get hit with another hurricane. Just want to let all y'all know that I'm thinking of you down there, especially you, Jonathan, Mike, Kyle, Bill, Jesse. Um, I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of y'all, but those of you guys that are close to me, man, thoughts and prayers with you guys. But guys, here's what I want to talk about today. All right. Here's what I'm shooting at you from the hip. Let's talk about developing a discipline driven mindset. You know, Jonathan and I hone in on this all the time. We talk about discipline. Discipline is key. It is everything. The boys from Echelon Front and Brad, he's a big proponent of this too. Discipline equals freedom. Discipline is everything. You know, there's a big misconception as to what discipline is. Wasn't it the same as motivation, right? And I'm going to speak to my page, my audience here. Those of you that have seen, especially over the last 3 years with 75 hard and other disciplinary actions that I've obtained or kind of set in my life. Motivation. I mean, it comes and goes. Motivation is temporary. Motivation is when you feel good about something. Somebody gets you hyped up, you read something, you listen to a podcast, you listen to some audio, and it's like, man, I feel good. I feel good in the moment. It's very momentary. So, all right, well, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go do my thing right now in the moment. Well, what happens when you don't want to do it? When you don't feel like doing it, right? Well, I don't have anything to uplift me now to get me going. Well, that's where the discipline comes into place. And let's figure out what discipline here is, what the definition is. Okay, it's a control gained by enforcing obedience or order, right? It's something you do to yourself. Basically, if you're looking at it from that perspective, it can be some type of punishment, self-control, orderly or prescribed conduct or pattern behavior. Here's the best definition that I can give it, right? It's doing the shit you don't want to do, but you have to, and you're going to do it no matter what. Okay. That's what discipline is. And I want to talk about it today because I think a lot of people think it's something that they're born with, that it just magically is there. And I can tell you from my own experience, it's not. It's something you create. It's something you build. It is a muscle, right? It is something that can also come, but it can also go. So you continuously have to make deposits and build that muscle, that discipline muscle, all the time. you know it's it's the difference between that and motivation, because motivation will come and go. It's something that you need in the moment to kind of get you hype for that, so to speak, right? But discipline, I'm going to give you guys some tips or some things that I've used to create habits and routines that also support any goal that you may have, or how you drive your standard, or how you drive every day. And it all starts with discipline. The first tip I'm going to give is, it's always create a checklist. Create a list of things that you're going to do, that you have to get done, right? But more importantly, also what's going to drive the every day. And there's 4 pillars. Something that we talk about within the ecosystem here. It's the 4 pillars of how this standard operating procedure is driven. It's the mental, it's the physical, it's the spiritual, And then all three of those together lead into the financial. So what are you doing to tackle all those? And y'all have heard me talk about it a million times over. 75 Hard, it's a program that has changed my life. It really is just a task list of mundane disciplines that get done every single day. And those tasks and disciplines are used to build that disciplinary muscle. For example, on the mental side, right? You're reading 10 pages of a book, you're getting better, you're hanging around different people, you're building that muscle, whether you're personal developing into yourself or into your brand, the physical, work out, get everything done, take care of your health, put in the right foods, right? It's very, very important. Um, Spiritual, how are you touching in on your faith? Whatever that may be, that higher power, universal law, Buddha, whatever the case may be, check into that. But through all those four areas, and I don't talk about the financial because really you get all three of those intertwined together and it will pull the financial up. But the best way to get into that is to look, analyze what you need to do, put together a list and check those off. I want to talk about, and guys, forgive me if I'm going quick today. I got a call coming up. So it is my fault that I'm on here late, but I am going to get it through. So number 2, or you could call this 1A, out of those tasks, what are critical? What are the tasks that you must get done, that you must hone in every day, that is going to drive the needle forward? Whether that is the financial, whether that is that physical target goal, what is that mental goal, right? What is going to drive the needle forward, get you better every single day, that are non-negotiable, that you are going to do no matter what? What are those 5 to 7 tasks you're going to get done every single day? Okay. When you do accomplish those are the most important, most critical. That's how you win the day. You're chopping up a W. You're putting a W in the W column, not an L in the L column. Okay. So what are those? Only you can figure those out. What is going to move you forward every day? And after those move you forward, what are the next ones that are going to move you forward every day? And number 3, Jonathan and I talk about this a lot. He's one of the best at doing this. And this is something, the better I get at it all the time, compared to where I was a year ago. Now today, I don't live without it. It's audit your day, right? Like, what are you doing every day? But most importantly, what I don't live without is the calendar. When you're auditing your day, okay? Time block everything. Even if you know you're going to wake up at a specific time, you're going to do specific tasks every single day, write it down, put it in your calendar, get into a habit of using those time blocks. You'll be more effective. You will have more productive time throughout the day. You'll actually create more free time that you may not even know what to do with. But time block everything. My day starts at 4 a.m. Look, and I'm not telling you to start your day at 4 a.m. That's just what works for me. My day is time blocked. Wake up, personal time from 4 to 4:45, whether that's morning spiritual time, meditation, right? Get my mind right, or even sometimes reading 10 pages of a good book that time. But I'm getting something going to start my day off, and it's to go to the gym right afterwards. I always go to the gym at 5, sometimes a little later, between 5:15 and 5:30, but consistently every single day. That's what I do to start my day. And then 9 o'clock on, mornings, always kids stuff, wife, kids, getting out to school, to work, and then starting my day at 8:45 with the workflow, and whatever that day is, whether I have to make certain amount of calls, whether I have a meeting, whether I'm doing a live. Even this was scheduled in here for this time today, even after we had a pivot this morning. Okay, well, where's this next time block? It's right here. We have something going on at 1, then we have something going on at 2:30, then I have a time blocked out for 3 that I have to do for my family, all the way up until 8 o'clock tonight. And then guess what? Audit the next day before I go to bed, get that ready. And then also audit what happened today, right? Was today a win? Was it good? I even look at, hey, what could I have done better? And these are some of the things that I've implemented over the last year since I've really been diving into utilizing not only a calendar, but auditing my time on how it's spent, on how I master it every day. If you can master your time, you can master everything. And I promise you that, because I used to fight this thing tooth and nail. It's like, look, what are you doing in your calendar? Are you wasting time? Are you scrolling on Facebook? Are you aimlessly searching things that don't matter? Oh, hell, this popped up on the internet. We're constantly embedded with distractions, and we need to have discipline, right? Or do a better job to keep these things away. And time blocking your calendar is one, in my opinion, the only way to do that. And somebody asked me if, you know, about the NFL, about football. And I haven't watched the down of football this year, down at NFL, that is. You know, I'll watch Penn State, but that's pretty much where it ends. But I haven't watched the NFL. You know, Sundays are stuff that we do with the family, that we get things going and moving around and stuff done around the house. And that's more important to me to get those things implemented and done than football at this point in time in my life. You know, so again, that's an auditing of my time, and it's what I do Sundays. Even the weekends are mapped out as to what we do. And then number 4, it's the last one. It's, well, really, how do you get started, right? Or even if you are started, if you get in that lull, if you get in your own headspace, you know, how do you get back on the horse if you fall off? Because this applies to both. And it's just obtain small wins, right? Well, obtain a small win. Okay, well, what's a small win and how do I do that? One of the best pieces of advice I ever received, and shout out to my boy Brian Raphael. I haven't talked to him in a while, but one of the best pieces of advice I've ever got from him. He's like a Zen master. And I asked him one time, hey man, if there's a time to where it's like all things are here, you know, you see the vision as to what you want to do, but you just can't get the pieces rolling for what I'm doing right now. It's just not clicking. It's not happening. What do you do? How do you get back into that? How do you create a small win? How do you create a little momentum streak? And it was the most simple but most profound answer. He said, just do something. He said, do something. I was like, well, you know, that sounds pretty easy. He's like, well, yeah, because it is. Do something. And what does that mean? It means do anything. Do something to get the ball rolling, right? What do they say in physics? What's one of Newton's laws of physics? An object in motion stays in motion. And I've found that if I'm stagnant, whether that's physically, whether that's mentally, it's just to get up and get moving and do something. Do something for a small win. Even if you're not working out, go out and take a walk, go outside. Do something around the house that you've been meaning to get done. Fold some clothes, right? Check the oil in your car. Do something to get things. That's a small win, whether or not you think about it. Why? Well, now you're creating a small little fraction of momentum then in order to do the next thing and to do the next thing. Because you know what's going to happen? There's going to be something that you're supposed to do or that you know you're going to do, but you're not going to do it. And then after that time passes when you were supposed to do it, you're going to be like, damn, man, why didn't I do that? Should have done it and I didn't. And now you feel some type of way about it. You have anxiety about it. You didn't get it done because you knew you were supposed to do it. You didn't get up off your ass and get it done. And now you're feeling like a piece of crap because of it. But no, just do something. It's the easiest thing. It's just, it doesn't even make sense because it just sounds so easy. It's just do something, get it done. So, guys, other than that, that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Kept this one short and sweet, right on time, baby. So hope you guys got something out of this. Hopefully, you know, God willing, everything in Florida is cool, calm, and collect for the rest of the week. And Jonathan and I will be back at it again on Friday, on Financial Fitness Friday. Other than that, tune in next time. We'll see you guys at our normal bat time, normal bat channel, 9 a.m. Eastern. And until then, be great, y'all.